So Greg, you run a fifth generation farm there in Kansas, you know, corn, soybeans, wheat, alfalfa, beef, that kind of stuff. But on top of all of that work, you became a social media advocate. Tell me, first of all, what social media do you use?
Well, we got started, you know, with Facebook and YouTube and Twitter, and we've branched out to things like Instagram and Google Plus and those kind of things. And we try to use basically everything we're comfortable using. There comes a point where you're doing too much.
So it is a bit of a general question, but of all the social media you use, which one do you think has been the most effective?
In our case, I think Facebook, as far as posting content goes, I love Facebook because you can post links, you can post video, you can post pictures. You know, there's just so many things you can. It's a lot more flexible than some of the other ones, and I don't know. I think just Facebook's my favorite just because of the audience that we have, and just being able to post from my phone. I mean, I don't have the time to be posting from a computer, and so it's very mobile friendly.
Now, one of the things you did that probably does take a fair bit of time is you created a bunch of music videos, parodies essentially of popular music. Tell me a little bit about how that story evolved and what the results have been.
Yeah, so 3 years ago in June of 2012, we made our first music video parody, and it was called I'm Farming and I Grow It. And we made that video just hoping to use it as a tool to show to our friends, to just show them what we actually do on the farm. I mean, they've always been curious / you know, kind of looking down on it, like surely it's not that cool, or like, you know, and I was, you know, I just wanted to convince them that that just the reality of how it is, and so we made the video, posted it, and it turned out way better than we thought it would, for one. And then the audience that ended up watching it, it went viral, as they say, on the internet, and it was shared by thousands and millions of people. And we got 5 million views in a week, and ever since then we've continued to make YouTube videos and just do our best to show people what farming and agriculture is like through music and video and just having fun.
Now, as of the recording of this, I checked the other day, and I think one of your videos is at about 16 million, so that's fairly viral for just about anything. What do you think, though, when someone watches that music video of some farm guys out there feeding their beef cattle and, you know, singing, you know, changing the lyrics to these songs and stuff? Like, have you ever thought about what is the effect? Who does that reach? What is the message? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you measure its effectiveness?
Well, I think most of our viewership comes from farmers or people who are interested in farming. I mean, that's who watches videos about farming, right? And we're comfortable with that. I mean, we enjoy providing entertainment to people around the world, and also the youth. That's a huge part of why we're doing what we're doing, is to give the youth something to be excited about. There's a lot of kids, a lot of students who really enjoy and I think are inspired by what we're doing. But at the same time, we reach a lot of people outside of agriculture, and that's, you know, from the beginning that was our goal, was to, you know, show our friends what farming was actually like. I would say it's, I mean, this is just throwing it out, probably 75-25, with the 25% being people not involved in agriculture. And when you think 35 million views, you know, that's still a lot of people. 25% of that's a lot of outreach.
You've got a whole bunch of other pieces we haven't talked about. Apparently you got t-shirts and bumper stickers and calendars, and you even have a blog that you do, which kind of handles what I would call some of the heavy duty kind of lifting. With that blog, for instance, tell me about what you do in there, and do you feel the need as a farmer to defend yourself?
Yeah, so the blog was started about a year ago, and it ever since the first video, I mean, I remember we were getting questions and comments on our social media that I didn't even know how to answer, and I was like, that's crazy. I should be able to answer these questions. And so we started the blog with the intent of not being afraid to tackle an issue, and whenever if someone asks a farmer a question and they kind of shrink back and don't want to answer it, I don't think that's a good sign. And so I think every farmer should be conscious of why he does what he does and why he uses the tools that he uses, and that's what we started the blog for. Not just as a place for people to come and read about what we believe, but as a reference for farmers to even read it and think about, oh, okay, so that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. And we tackle issues there like GMOs, animal welfare, chemical usage, some of the things that are a little more touchy. And people, it's fine if people disagree with what we think, but we want people to be informed, and we want people to get the accurate information about those topics, because I feel on the internet it's very one-sided a lot of times in the opposition of those.
So finally, if people are interested to check you guys out and what you're about, what's the best way to do that?
Well, like I said, our Facebook page is the most constant information source. We post twice a day. We try to post twice a day there. We also have Twitter, Greg Peterson 33, npete16, kmerle7, and they make sure I say their Twitter handles.
Oh, do you?
They get mad at me if I get more followers than them. Yeah, so our website, petersonfarmbros.com, has links to all of those things.
Sure.
And so that is the hub technically, but our Facebook page is more active. So
thanks for telling us your story. It's entertaining.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Appreciate it.